Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 4, season 4 of Building Union Berlin. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you do all the good stuff. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit that bell. You'll never miss one of my videos. And thank you for coming back for another one, the 4th one in this little cheeky mini-series. I actually finished playing this season a couple of days ago. I'm trying to remember what I got up to. So it's going to be, you know, learning together. Because I've actually, for the last 2 days, been playing something completely different. Had a bit of fun with that. But I'm not going to tell you about that. Because we are here in Germany with the Union to see if I could take them on a little bit more. What do you reckon? It's a battle, innit? It is quite tough, even though you're up there. It is a challenge, so let's get into it. We are going to start here on the transfer page. It's the 11th of August. The season's just about to start. The Pokal kicks off the season. But I was quite happy. Now I've gone over it and remembered what I got up to. I managed to bring in 39.5 million, as you can see. Most of that was from one player. A good midfielder, to be fair. Andras Schaefer. That's what I'm going for. I got 28 million for him from Atalanta. A few other players here and there I got rid of, especially one down there to Marseille. I've been trying to get rid of for about a year or two. I've been loaning him out. But I rebuilt the midfield, the engine room, I feel like. Brought 3 new players in. Got a new winger, a new centre half, and a new attacking midfielder. So let's have a look at them. I mean, Chelsea have got some top players, haven't they? Now Garnacho has been on loan with us for 2 years. That stopped. They wouldn't loan him out. They want to keep him, which is fair enough. I was surprised we got him for his 2nd year, so I needed someone else. And obviously I was addressing other areas in the team, and I just felt, do you know what? This kid looks good. Now Sivert oh my God, I can't say his name. Like I mentioned at the start, I've been playing another save, and I noticed he went to United on that as well. Now he's a good all-round player, but he wasn't playing for United, and they in fact loaned him out. So was it Mexico last year? Now every player I've brought in, apart from the loan, every player I've signed for a fee was requesting to leave, or actually transfer listed. He had requested to leave for playing time. I think he's good. Nathan Collins, don't know too much about him. I've heard of him, but I've not really seen him play. At Wolves, again, wanted to leave Wolves, had requested to leave. Obviously, we've done a package. Was it 15 million? Could go up to more. But, you know, I think a great centre half. There's 2 names. When you see his name like on the transfer list or on a team sheet, I think it's Kraub. I don't know if they spell it the 2 different ways. I don't know why. But when you look at his profile, it's Tom Kraus. 24 years old. Some player, I think. Andre, 24 years old. And I've seen him about. I've never had him myself. Again, I think he's just a good all-round solid midfielder. I just wanted to re-energise the midfield. I felt like it was getting a bit... I just wanted some new players. I didn't fully intend to get 3, but I've got 3 new ones. And lastly, we've got Mohamed Damar, 21 years old. He's going to be a great player for us. Midfield, behind the striker, can play out wide. Brought him in as like a spare. I think off the top of my head, I'm sure I sell someone in January. It's been a few days for me, this. So financially, we're not bad. I mean, our wage bill just keeps going up and up and up and up. But when you compare it to a Dortmund or especially a Bayern freaking München, it's pretty small, to be fair. But it is gone up. But, you know, there's a bit of budget there. But I was happy with this squad for now. Got money in the bank. In a good spot. In the Champions League. I felt good. Got great strikers. Good wide men. Good defence. Good goalkeeper. There's no reason why I fully expected us to be top 4. But, you know, we're getting closer each year. Can we get a little bit closer? Well, in the Bundesliga, they want us to just qualify for the Europa League, Champions League, be competitive. But we know we've done all right in that. Quarterfinals and stuff. We did fantastic in the group stages and so on. And the Pokal, I won that now 2 years ago. Didn't do too well in it last year, but we'll see. The bookies, they're liking us now. They fully respect who we are. Top 4 team, and they've got us in 4th. Leipzig, my bogey team. Got tore to shreds this summer. Who was that player? I couldn't pronounce his name. I think he scored. He set one up against us. Was it in the live com? He's gone. Someone else has gone. I think they've still got Sesko. But they've been ripped to shreds. But the season before, Bayern Munich came in, nicked a few players, and they were fantastic. Bayern Munich, and Bayern bloody Munich, and Borussia Dortmund are always up there. They've got the players, but they have been average. average, aren't they? Bayern Munich have also come in for Evan Ferguson. I said no, and he was cool. Didn't moan a bit. Got to like Evan Ferguson. They also came in for Lorenzo Lucas, so did Leipzig. That's not happening. But we've got two fantastic strikers here. And it's becoming a bit tough for me on a personal level, but you've got to be professional, aren't you? We may see more of that later on in the season, but I just feel like the squad's decent. Great goalkeeping. My backup's bang average, but my keeper's fantastic. Defenders are getting strong, like Leo Ostigard. Got the new boys in, obviously two great strikers. Jean-Paul Van Heck has got better and better and better. I felt he was going to become more of a backup, but he's become really good. We've still got players like Julian Weigl. Got decent defenders. Although, I remember, Mr. Klosaniak, or whatever his name is, the left back, 32, I'm pretty sure I'll get rid of him at some point. Yes, I sold him for 6 million to Sporting. Because I found Taylor Balut, again from Schalke, towards the end. He's popped up, he became available, we could afford him. So why bloody not? Now, he's a right back, can cover left back, but I've got Brandon Williams, who was more of a right back last year, who can cover left back. We're set, we're solid. I also loaned another winger. Why not? This guy came up from Tottenham, Oscar Pereira, is it? 19 years old. He was just available. And I thought, why not? More options. So of course it is the 13th September, so let's just have a quick look quickly at the fixtures. Pre-season was fantastic, and went a little tour of the States. Just fitness, innit? Let's just score goals, get fit. And then we kicked off with the Pokal, and look at the state of that. Poor Bischofswerda. 12-0. And then my league campaign, 4-1, 1-0, 3-1, has kicked off to an absolute banger. Although we're not top. Rubbish. Anyway, can we dethrone them? We'll see. Let's jump forward. Well, by the 10th of Jan, no, we can't. But we are 6 points behind them. And we are second. Wolfsburg third. Leipzig fourth. Leipzig started very shit. But we've started to get it together, really. I've got no one in the top threes. But as a team, we're doing really well. Only lost 2, drawn 4. So these are the results that you haven't seen in the league. We had another 2 victories, which were great. Then we played Bayern and got beat. Then we had a fantastic run, dropping a couple of points, but not getting beat, drawing with Dortmund. Have I played Leipzig yet? Yeah, 0-0. The bogey team. I just cannot beat them. Can't. Don't matter what players they've got, I can't beat them. We got beat off Schalke, which was a bit disappointing, I'll be honest with you. And my last game was a 3-0 win, but we're doing all right in the league. This is a squad arranged by average rating. Evan Ferguson is having a baller of a season. 10 games, 7 sub appearances, 19 goals. Lorenzo Lucas on 16 and 10. They do share the workload this year. And in reality, I probably should have gone all out Evan Ferguson because he's just looked better. It just looks better. And all the wanteds are starting to kick in again now. So who's wanting him again? Liverpool, City, Dortmund, Bayern and Milan. Brilliant. Yeah, it is what it is. Some players aren't playing. As you can see, backup goalkeeper Julian's had to take a back seat. Tough tits. But Mohamed Damar, I didn't realise he'd be as good as he is. He is absolutely brilliant. Robin Goosens, who was signed last year, was it? He's had a good season. Mavro, or Marv, as some people want me to call him. I meant to change it, I forgot. He's unhappy because he's not playing. But squad-wise, it's been good, and I have been pushing and going for it. We're going to look at the Champions League, though, and the Pokal. Want to jump forward? And should I jump forward? Shall we jump forward? Is there anything else? I don't think so. Let's just crack on with it. Now, it's the 1st of April, and you get the 50 best Wonderkids in the world list, and it's always good to check in on it. And I've not sold any players, and obviously our overall balance has decreased, but they've restructured it and changed my transfer budget. I had quite a bit to spend, and I was going to attack that Wonderkid 50 list because, you know, like I said, I stopped playing this at the end of last week. Over the weekend, I've done a little bit, mainly playing this other save that I really wanted to have a go at, which I'm going to turn into a series at some point. But my plan is now, once I've got this all filmed and out on the Monday, hopefully, I can then spend the next couple of days getting through the next season, because I do want to do a 5th one, purely for what I end up doing here. I was contemplating ending it here with this as the final episode of this little series, but I'm going to do a 5th one purely for what I get up to. So this is the league phase, and it was kind of disappointing because we did quite well and we were at the top for a little bit. And we weren't bad. We only lost 1, drawn 2, but we did end up dropping. But luckily, end of the day, all that matters is you're getting that top 8, I think. I mean, that's all that matters, isn't it? You bypass around, you get a breather, and we're better than Liverpool, and we're better than FC Bayern, Juve, Chelsea, Barca, Milan, Leipzig. The list goes on. Into the last 16, we got Feyenoord drawing 1-1 away. Bit disappointed. We were quite lucky. 94th minute equaliser. I mean, they gave us a game, didn't they? 2-1. Yeah. Evan Ferguson. You can see the group stage. Look how well we started. Win, win, win. Atletico Madrid, cracker. Beating Chelsea, brilliant. Drawing with Feyenoord. So, you know, they're a tough opponent. Battered Lens. And then the last 2 games are quite tough. Milan, PSG. We got a point out of them. That's when we kind of dropped a little bit, but it was enough. And then we drew Bayern, bloody Munich, Munchen in the quarterfinals. Can we actually get past the quarters this year? Well, in the league, we can't get past them. We are now, 7 points at this stage behind them. Leipzig are in 4th. They've had a drop-off, haven't they? Leipzig. Sold too many players. They're like a farm for everyone else, but it is what it is. But if you have a look at the results, since you last saw, I've not been beaten at this point. Beat Freiburg. Beat Bayern. Look at that. For a game. I mean, that is a game. Early goal for them. We get back into it. They score straight away. And we get 2 goals. Absolutely love that. I've still got to play Leipzig. Drawn with Dortmund. Whatever. But yeah, we are good. We're just not as good as Bayern, even when we do beat them in the league. But that victory gave me some hope for the Champions League. It was also hopefully going to give me hope for this. The Pokal. 12-0, 4-0, 6-0, 3-0. We haven't conceded in the Pokal. Been outstanding. And you might see there against Karlsruhe. And B-teaming it. And we've done well. But now I've got Bayern Munich again in 2 cup competitions just behind him in the league. It is a battle, but a battle I love to find. Quick check in on his squad arranged by Drayton and look at Evan Ferguson. I mean, Lorenzo Luca, 22-17, played a little bit more, and I'm not giving one-on-one competition and the other another. I'm just trying to manage them and give them both starts as much as I can, even with like the odd knock here or whatever. But Evan Ferguson, I can't lie, as much as I love Lorenzo Luca going into next season, because I will be doing one more, at least one more. Evan's going to get the nod as my main guy, unless someone blows me out the water. And I mean, let me know, everybody wants him. But he does have a contract till 2029. He's got 3 years left on it and no minimum fee, so I won't be selling him. I'm crazy. So it's now the 16th of May. 1 game left to play against Bochum, who have got themselves out of relegation. They're down there in 14th. Yeah, I mean, if Bayern Munich lose and we win, we'll be 4 points behind them. But second is secured. So we've definitely improved all around, because it's going to be my highest finish. A little bit of extra prize money, which never hurts. I like more money. Can I catch them really though? I think this is good with what we're doing. I think we're doing fantastic, being exactly where we are. But, you know, it'd be nice to dethrone them. I've done it in the past with other teams. It can take time. It could happen. I'm not saying it wouldn't. But I'm very proud of that. In the Champions League, yeah, Evan Ferguson had a bad game. He's only had 2 really bad games. This is one of them. And we got battered 3-0 in the first leg. And this is the other one. I mean, everyone else was average, but it was shit. He's been so good. Give you the nod in the big games, my friend. Yeah, 4-0 in aggregate. It's not great. Don't give you hope for anything. So I think the live comms probably botch him in the league, innit? No, it's not. Suck on my eggs. Because you know what? Evan Ferguson finally said, no, I'm not having it. I'm scoring a goal. Now, they should have beat us. They were better than us. But this is football, innit? I'd have liked to have beat him in the Champions League. To go further in the Champions League. You get to that semi, you start to feel like maybe this could happen. It didn't. But at least we could beat him in the league. And we've beat him in this. And we're in the Pokal final. So that's going to be the live com. Do you know what else was absolutely brilliant? We've started to struggle a little bit in the league. Drawing with Dortmund, we drew with Köln. We got battered off Bayern. I beat Hanover in between, which was great because I did B-team that because I wanted to try against Bayern in the second leg, which we got beaten. And then I'm thinking, shit, I've got Leipzig, a team I can never beat, and we beat them. Lorenzo Luca, legend, getting us a second, finally breaking that hoodoo. But obviously I was risking stuff because we're going into Bayern, but we did it. And then since then I beat Frankfurt and Hoffenheim. So yeah, 2 games left to play. I'm going to play Bochum now. I'm not going to jump in for it. There's no point. We are second. That ain't going anywhere. We'll have a look at the final league table, and then I've got to play Schalke. Now Schalke aren't bad. I don't know if you remember, I've actually beaten me in the league this year, so this could be a good cup final. I'm spending around 30 to 31 million on a little group of kids off that Wonderkid list, and there was a couple more I could have afforded. One was in bloody like Venezuela or something. He was an absolute baller and an actual wonder kid, and he wants to stay to, you know, keep his development going. I've made a note. I'll be going again for him, maybe. See what happens in the summer. But Carlos Sainz, about 8 million something. Good little player. 2.2 million going up to 3.1 million. I like this. I love that list. Just got to check, look around. I think this one was on the 31st of March. Just keep your eye out for it. Just go through them all because you'll find players cheap. 3.7 million. Another defender, but I don't care. An Australian, 2.1 million quid. Bargain. This is my most expensive at 14.5 million, but he's a Brazilian. Not a wonder kid, but you know, he's got great ability. Good team player, can finish. Not scored a ton of goals for them, but he's only young. And this one's a great one because, you know, I might lose a striker in the summer. You never know if someone blows us out the water for Evan Ferguson and offers me 200 million quid. He could come in, couldn't he? So we beat Bochum 3-0. Evan Ferguson got one of those goals, finishing second. A whopping massive chunk of points ahead of Wolfsburg. Leipzig got into 4th, level on points, goal difference only on Dortmund. So a great season. A good season, an improvement really. Most points we've ever got. Highest position we've ever got. So, you know, we're chipping 5 points off. I mean, like I said, I'm doing another season. I'll do another episode. We'll have an episode 5. Purely to see for you guys who are actually watching it still, if we can at least have another crack at them. Bloody ching! Look at that! Look at that money! Money, money, money! Lovely. Anyway, it's Pokal final time. My favourite trophy of all time. One of my favourite competitions of all time. We've won it once. Can we win it again? Let's get into it. Welcome to the Olympia Stadion in Berlin, the home of our arch rivals. I do miss a derby. Put out the best team I can. I've gone for Evan Ferguson. Luke had a great Pokal final against Dortmund. Maybe this is Ferguson's chance to shine. But we've got options. It's going to be a tough game. Pretty excited about it. So before the game, the board expect to win and the fans expected to win and I expect to win. But with Schalke, they did give us a good kicking. They beat me fair and square once in the league this year. So they're a good side. And you just never know in the cup final, do you? But I hope we can. I'd like to pick up another trophy. Just keep that glory going. What's up with Demars? He took a knock. He's been good, you know. I thought I liked the look of him. I didn't think he was going to be as good as he has been. But I've loved it. I love this summer, picking up good, solid players. You know, wanted to leave their teams, but I've come to us. We've come together. I think we've definitely improved, which is always nice. Oh. One thing I don't know if you've noticed, it's getting a bit jittery on my 3Ds and I don't know why. I've got a top-end graphics card. I've been reading about it. Some people saying the updates affected things. It shouldn't be affecting me. The only thing I can think of... Oh, go on. Big man. Big man, no. Referee, no. Checking goal review. It's going to be goal awarded. Goal awarded. I have changed my graphics card a while back because it's an NVIDIA, it's top-end, and you can have 2 different settings for it. One so it's orientated around games, the other one so it's more about your studio. So once I finish filming, it's about, you know, the process of Leo about that. So when I'm rendering and making it into an actual video, and I've had to switch it to that recently because of something NVIDIA did, I won't be able to actually make the video, and I'm wondering if it's now affecting when I get to 3Ds because I don't really watch 3Ds a lot anymore. I'm flying through a season, you know what I mean? I don't bother. I'm old school. Most of my games are doing text. just to speed things up. But I've noticed it's starting to get a little jittery at times, and it's a bit annoying, like it's missing a frame, and it definitely shouldn't be. Really shouldn't be. But you know, is what it is. Oh, I'm having this. So 2-0, half an hour gone. Buzzing. Come on, let's get 3. We turn it on in a final, don't we? I couldn't put that dot. There you go. See it then, jittery. It's a bit annoying. Here's the young lad, cuts it across the mar. Oh, come on, ref. Checking goal review again. You win some, you win some. So I'm gonna have to have a fiddle around with it because it's annoying, because live comms are a big part of making your videos. For me anyway. And you want it to be smooth, don't you? Oh, God, VAR. It's boring, isn't it? It is boring. No penalty. Very close, so can we capitalise? No. Taylor Bullet. I love that name. Oh, see? We scored. I'm happy. The referee don't like it. This referee is VAR bonkers, but you see that jitter? It's getting on my titter. Seriously, ref. Seriously. His fingers stuck to his ear, innit? Not having that one, though. Well, it's half time, and we're doing pretty well. Hands are nearly on that golden cup of gloriness. But yeah, I'd like to know, you guys play, I know you do. So have you noticed any experiences when you're watching any 3D since the update? It's been happening a bit, and I'm wondering if it's me, I've done it, or is it an update for other people? Because yeah, the thought of having to keep switching my graphics card over to game performance to studio performance. So I'd have to switch over to game. I'm going to test it. Switch over to game performance, have a look, see how it goes. And then I'll have to keep switching it, won't I? If that's the case, which will be very annoying. But if it is what I've got to do, it's what I've got to do. But yeah, let me know. Have you noticed anything different? But like I said, it shouldn't be. Oh, what a ball, what control, what a finish. Referee, where are you? Finally got his finger off his ear. Right, it's 4-0. 25 minutes to go, and it's time for some Luca. Lorenzo, the big man's come on the pitch. All 6'7" of his handsome face is now here. Can they just curl it in, get it on his head, give him a cup final goal? Here he is, Taylor Bullet. Might bring him off. He's on a yellow. We'll see. I'm very happy. I didn't expect this. We do turn up for finals. Turned up against Dortmund. Buzzing with this, to be fair. Oh, that is a penalty. You're just keeping your VAR man in a job, you, today, aren't you? Making him earn his wages. Penalty review. It's penalty. Yeah. I mean, come on. He saw that. You don't always have to go to VAR. It was a penga. All right, Lorenzo Luca. Oh my God. But yeah, thank you for coming back for this. Like I said, I'll do a 5th defo. And definitely, if you don't know what defo means. Ooh. But I am like playing something else. I was doing a bit of reading, and I was looking at another team's results, seeing that something had happened. And I looked at this team very low in their division, thinking, I remember a few years ago, they were like championship level, talking of getting a brand new spanking stadium and all this stuff. And now they're absolutely doomed beyond belief. They've sorted things out a little bit, but they're doomed when it comes to league football and other football. And I just thought to myself, are they really that bad? So, had a little bit of time on my hands, so I holidayed the first season to see. And yeah, they're as bad on the game as they have been in real life, and he's coming off in a shit. Now, a bit of damage limitation. I brought off the left back for Williams, get that yellow card gone. Damar's come off. He wanted to come off in the first half anyway. And Andre, the Brazilian, has come on for him. We had that at 10 men, but we're 4-0 up, less than 10 minutes to go. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can nick another one just for fun. That would be entertaining, wouldn't it? But yeah, so I've taken over this club after a year of holidaying because they were as shit on the game as they were in real life. And I had a ton of fun. I'll be honest with you, I'm having a ton of fun with it. But I'm going to put that on pause for a little bit so I can play this next season. The 5th season, possible final season of Berlin. Look at it, it's like it, every now and again, it's like it's missing a frame, and it bollocks. And it really shouldn't be. It's starting to really get on my spirits. Oh, we're going to have a late resurgence from Schalke. Not with balls like that. You know, here he is, Mr. Williams. He's actually left back. He's all the way over here. I'm pretty sure he was left back. He's playing right back. No, he's right back. I know what I'm doing. Sort of. Little cheeky back heel. It's ready through. Jittery to Luca. Can Luca finish? Oh, what a finish. But we didn't have a few close ones. We had 5 good ones. We even had one disallowed. 5-1. Didn't we score 5 against Dortmund? Is that 5-1? 5-0? I'm pretty sure we scored 5. Was it a Luca hat trick? Love the fact that the big man got on there. Especially after he missed his penalty. But yeah, 2 Pokal finals in 3 years. 2 wins. Very, very happy because I feel like we've had a fantastic year. Quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've done better in the league. Second, more points. But it's also nice to just get something for the season, doesn't it? It feels like you've achieved something. Even if, you know, the 2 I want to achieve, maybe European and the league. I think this is a great end to the season. So another trophy in the bag, which looks very pretty. Although something a bit shitty, Barcelona got beat off Man City in the Champions League. And if you're wondering where all our money's gone, they're increasing the seating capacity. Seating capacity expansion. And they're getting rid of the standing because that will be absolutely turd if that's what's happening. Although we do have a new stadium sponsor, I'm pretty sure of. Ends in 2046. So yeah, spunked all the money on something we didn't really need. Nothing to do with me, that. Well, there we are. That is the end of episode 4. There will be an episode 5. But as always, thanks for joining me. Hopefully you'll come back for that. Maybe it will be our year in the Bundesliga. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit the notification bell. I'm very excited to play another season now, actually. Just get the Wonderkids in, see if we can sell some guys on, make some more money, make some improvements. It's very exciting. I'm very excited. I think we can maybe do something. We'll see. We'll see. You never know. It's football. It's a funny old game, but hopefully you're happy, you're safe, you're well. Get involved in the comments. Let me know what you think. And make sure you get your beautiful face back for the next one. And keep your eyes out for other stuff. Because there is other stuff coming eventually. One day. I promise. You take care. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.